This is a video for how to go about creating your dimension drawing of number 18 in your 20 ISOs project. In Fusion 360, we'll go to Design, we'll go to Drawing from Design, stay with your PLTW title block, say OK, and we'll go ahead and place for ourselves a front view. We will do a 1:3 ratio, and we're going to go ahead and place our front view, say OK, grab Projected, click on the front, top, side, and your isometric view. Now that isometric view might look a little bit too large for the drawing. Maybe we could drag this in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and double click and make that shaded. You can keep yours however you wish. I think I'm going to go with a 1:4 scale here. So I'm going to come up to 1:4. I'm going to go ahead and say close. Just go ahead and drag that up. Remember, the size of the ISO is all about communication. So can they actually see what the drawing and the part is from the given ISO? You know, you're not trying to make anything be too difficult to figure out. That's why you have the drawing to begin with. So we're going to go ahead and place some center marks, and we're going to come up to center mark, and let's place a center mark on both of our fillets here on the top, and we'll also go ahead and place a center mark off of our arc here, although we're going to get a much larger center mark when we click on the hole on the inside. So now we have to put in some center lines. We'll go to center line bisector. We're going to put a center line between our two hidden lines in our top view, and in our side view we do not need to place a center line over here because this is a normal surface back here. So I'm going to go to OK. So our first thing we want to do when we come in here is we want to say, you know, what are the features we kind of want to pay attention to first. And let's go ahead and do our radius dimensions of our fillets first. So I'm going to zoom in and click on this arc and drag out, and notice that we have two of them that are the same. This is a symmetrical object, so I'm going to double click on that radius. I'm going to hit space and put in times 2 and hit enter, because that's the same for both sides. So let's go ahead and do our depth dimensions in our top view. Let's grab a hold of dimension, and I'm going to go from front to back, and I'm going to drag over about 2 snaps out, place that dimension. I'm going to place from here to here and place this dimension. So we don't have to worry too much about this little area in here because we already set it twice. I wanted to make sure I didn't drag through an extension line. That's why I put it over here on the left. We do need to find the distance from here back to here. Now we can't place that in our side view because there's a hidden line over here. So we're going to go to dimension. We're going to click on the front, and we're going to click on the very front, I clicked on the ledge in the back, and we can go ahead and place that there. We don't necessarily have to worry about dragging all the way over because we can tell this is an extension line. This does not look like part of the object. So the reason why I mainly tried to stick with my depth dimensions first is the full width of the object is going to be told by the radius of this arc right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to radius of 4. That's not a closed circle or a cylinder, so it's going to be a radius dimension, and I'm going to go ahead and click on our hole in the middle, and that is a diameter of 4. So we know that the full width of the object is 8. So the only other dimensions that we might need to look into placing now is going to be our width dimensions as far as the location, the width of these distances here. Now, how I've gone about doing this, you might make a valid argument that I have no choice but to go underneath the object, because I'd be dragging through an extension line over here, I'd be dragging through extension lines here. I could do my depth in the side view, but the only way I can place this dimension is only by going from here to here, and do I really want to put that on the inside of those width dimensions? So because I feel I have no other choice, I can go ahead and place my location dimensions from here to here in the on the bottom of the front view. I can go ahead and drag this up a little bit, move the drawing around, make things a little bit easier to see. I can drag it over a little bit. That radius dimension is kind of getting a little bit too close to the left hand side, so I'm going to drag this over, place that. So the only thing we have to worry about now really is just the location dimensions, and we really don't have 2 location dimensions to place. I want to go from here to here with that little ledge, and then we only need to go from the horizontal line of our center line to the bottom of the object, because when I zoom in I can tell that 6 plus 4 is 10. There's no need to put in a full height dimension. That can be inferred by reading the drawing. So I normally do not like at all placing any kind of dimensions on the bottom of an object, but since that feature is on the bottom of the object and I have a lot going on in my top view, I can go ahead and place that underneath on the bottom. We could line up these extension lines and see that they line up, and I could find out the widths from there. So I'm going to go ahead and say fit. I want to go ahead and say save our drawing, say save. So this has been a video for how to go about creating a dimension drawing of number 18 of your 20 ISOs project in Fusion 360.